How much I care, how much I've grown. We were just kids under porch lights. Didn't know time disappeared like that. My bad, could've done better. That's life, I guess. I see the sun setting, quit life standing. I don't wanna die, I'm still not ready. Thought I have a home full of riches and stories. Thought I'd be at peace, tell my friends I'm sorry. I see the sun setting, quit life standing. Holes in the walls of the house I'm dwelling. Wasting my years with liars and losers. My last wish is I wish that I knew sooner. I wish
Okay, so what's up guys, welcome back to West Wild World. I hope you all are having a fantastic day. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone that's been watching my videos recently. We've got a spike of viewers. Clickbaited, that's why. But I hope you guys are enjoying the content, and thank you for all the engagement and all the views, the likes. It's not a lot, but I really appreciate every single one of you that actually clicks on my videos. So yeah, just wanted to say thank you, but it's a feeding video. I'm gonna hop right into it with the brown house snakes. Just got done cleaning them up, so let's hope that they aren't so skittish that they won't take food. But this is a pair. Oh, hello, there you go. You got the scent. There we go, super good. And let's find the male here, see if he wants something to eat. He's always weird with food. As soon as I open up the enclosure, he always wants to try and bite me, but as soon as I put a rat in front of his face, he's like, what even is this? But yeah, these are non-venomous constrictors, that's why I'm hand feeding them. And it's also a pair. Got some eggs from them last season, but unfortunately they weren't fertile. But that just shows that she's in good condition to actually produce some eggs. And let's see. Yeah, come. Just pick up the scent. Don't run away. There we go. Or not. I'm gonna bite my hand. Okay. 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 You just want to climb instead of eating today. Is that what's happening in your mind? Little bug-eyed things. But these are brown house snakes, native to South Africa. They only get about 60 centimeters to about a meter long, so they stay relatively small. Again, I said non-venomous constrictor, but they are excellent snakes to keep around your house if they are there, because they are rodent control. He's not showing very much of how much of a rodent control specialist they actually are, because I just took them out for some basic maintenance, so he might be a little bit stressed out, so he might not eat. But obviously you see the female was just like food and instantly took it. So I'm gonna sit here for a little bit to try and get it to eat. If it doesn't, well, we'll still be moving on to some other snakes, but maybe I'll show you them eating if he actually gets up the balls to strike at this rat instead of just running away. But yeah, I'll see you guys there. Okay, so I filmed this off camera because they've been off food for a while, but we had a very warm day today and it's obviously going into spring. So my Chinese sharp-nosed vipers are finally eating again. I'm super stoked. The other one is in the back, also striked out at his food, but he's a bit more wary about the food. So I'm going to leave it in there for him. There, he's looking for it now. But yeah, so I'm going to leave it in there, but I'm super stoked that they're starting to eat again. But from one pit viper to the next, I don't want to film that because I don't want to stress him out too much. He is going to get a very big meal today. And let's see if he takes it. So don't blink or you might miss it. Ah, look at that. Perfect strike on the top of the head. So with Crotalus, I just want to get this off and then I can leave it over here for him. With Crotalus species, they usually tag and let go, and then they wait for their venom to take effect, and then they'll follow that scent trail. So what he did now is what they would do in the wild. So I'm just going to leave him be, and then we might get some shots when he actually starts to take it down. Okay, so we're going to need the torch. Obviously, we can't get very good angles of him eating because of where he's placed. I placed him here because he is very touchy and like he's very skittish with things. So that's why he's all the way tucked in the corner. But I'm going to open this so my girlfriend can get the camera in there, but not her fingers, because this is also a pit viper. Obviously, all rattlesnakes are pit vipers, but let's see if he wants something to eat. Let's see. Hey, Classic S position there. Let's see if he strikes out. Hopefully not at my hand. Yeah, he's looking interested. You gonna strike or are you just gonna eat? Okay. Don't think he's gonna strike. Let's just leave it in there for him. And he usually takes it down. Doesn't usually strike at his prey, but you know, he always eats, so always good. And then we're going to move on to some other snarks. Probably these snouted cobras, which are fantastic to feed. Yeah, I think we just move on straight to these snouted cobras. But, hello. And as you can see, as soon as I open... Oh, Mr. Westy, he's out. He's become actually a lot more confident. Sorry, I just also have to concentrate on these snouted cobras to make sure they don't disappear. But he has become a lot more confident. He's a super nice animal. Gaining size, eating well, doing everything well. I was actually very worried that he would pass away because he went off food and he regurgitated his meals. But now he's actually... Sorry. There is food in the room, so they are way more inquisitive than what they are food motivated. But I still don't want to take a tag from them. But yeah, so let's see. Oh my god, okay. Concentrating on two fucking things here at once. This is why it's always a pain to feed these guys. There we go. Oh, no. Don't let me have an aneurysm, please. Thank you. Then let's feed this one, also a little medium rat. See if he wants it. Oh my god, thank the Lord. This is the one that hasn't been eating. It's actually... Oh, thank the Lord. Every one of my snakes are eating now because summer's fucking popped around. Oh god. And I might also offer him a meal after this because he's on Uncle Schmive's rat. Because Uncle Schmive isn't technically allowed here. If you get it, you get it. But yeah, I'm trying to transition him to frozen thawed. And yeah, so I might offer him a frozen thawed because he's getting a lot more confident. He was very shy and elusive when he first got here. And yeah, he lost a bit of weight and yeah, I was very worried about him. But yeah, no. So they're eating down. Old Dickers is also looking for food, but she is on a diet. Oh, my girlfriend's making me do it. So I actually don't have a meal for her. Those are all... I can give her a chick if she wants it. Let's see. Girlfriend's making me feel bad for her. Do you want? But she's on a diet. She's been on 2 months without food and she hasn't lost any weight at all. So yeah, that's why I haven't been feeding her. And she still doesn't look like she wants a chick. Maybe. Also have to worry about the other two. But yeah, she's not interested. She probably wants a rat. But yeah, this boy over here was on a food strike for a very long time. So I'm fucking stoked. Sorry that I'm swearing, but so stoked that he's eating again. And hopefully he'll gain a little bit of weight. You can see the difference between this snouty, the thickness of her, and him. They are the same age, but she didn't go off food through this winter. And he did for a little bit. He's no way skinny or anything like that, but I'd want him a lot thicker. But oh fuck, that was super nice. I usually have to sit here for so long because they just want to explore. They used to be very food motivated, but now they were like, ooh, what's down there? What's down there? Like literal toddlers. But yeah, so he's almost done. He'll start exploring a little bit, and she'll start eating up as well. Then I'll get them back in the enclosure. And might still film a little bit, but I probably won't speak, just so you can see how I have to deal with these literal 2-year-olds. Like, he's crawling all the way out of his enclosure to eat this rat. It's like, oh my god. But okay, just gonna let them eat, and I'll get back to you guys soon. Okay, so next up is Sassy McSassy Pants of a red-tailed boa. He's going to need an upgrade to his enclosure. Oh, there's his head. I was wondering where he was. But let's see if he wants something to eat. Hey, you're gonna come out. Oh, defense! We don't want defense though. We want a food bite. There's a food bite. Not even gonna worry about constricting, but let's do this just to get his muscles working. Make sure he's moving around fine. There we go. Cool. So this is a red-tailed boa. Awesome little guy. Even though he is a sassy prick, likes to bite everything, and people love to comment on my handling of him. What I think you should do is that you should shut the fuck up and keep your 8-foot boa in a little 30-centimeter rack like you always do. So don't talk about my handling when your husbandry is basically on the same as some non-free range farmers. So, but we're going to move on to some other snakes. Okay, so next up is going to be my baby Eastern Green Mamba. He is always a little firecracker, so let's see if he wants something to eat. Hey, over here. It's very, very difficult to see where he's at. But he's also a little jack-in-the-box because he will just spring up out of nowhere. So I always have to be alert. Obviously, he is a mamba. Very, very agile snakes, very, very arboreal. And it's very difficult to keep an eye on his head. But let's see if he wants something to eat. Like right now, I think he tagged it, but right now I can't even see where his head's at. And let's just move slowly, slowly, slowly. Let's see if he'll take it. Oh, oh. Tag, tag. So what these mambas would do, oh, there we go. And he's holding on. Oh, that's super fucking cool. I think we've barely ever got footage of him actually eating. It's right by the water bowl there. Because he's a very, very shy animal, especially when it comes to eating. Most snakes will be because their mouth is literally their only form of defense. Proper form of defense besides their threat displays and things like that. But yeah, that's super, super cool. I'm fucking so happy that all my animals are eating again. I got so worried throughout this winter. A lot of them have lost a lot of weight. I lost a lot of snakes as well, which is fucking heartbreaking, especially because it's my government's fuck up. But yeah, he's eating up. I don't want to move, but you're also not going to get a very good shot of him, so I think we're just going to sit here, watch him eat, and then, ooh, hear that little hiss. The mambas have such a infamous hiss similar to the king cobra. King cobra growls. These have like a very whistle-like hiss. If you listen closely, you'll hear it. It's very, very intimidating, especially when you hear it from like a 2.5 meter black mamba. But the last snake we're going to do is obviously the puff adders, which is always a fun time to feed because they are super explosive and they're not afraid to eat on camera. But yeah, I'll see you guys there. Okay, so the last snakes of today is, of course, these explosive puff adders. Absolutely gorgeous, but 2 females. So let's see how they're acting today. I also need to fill up their water, but don't blink on this girl over here. You might miss it. Let's look at that. Lightning fast strikes. They are Africa's fastest striking snake species. And she's not the fastest striking snake species. She's a bit of a retard. She sort of just opens her mouth once she recognizes that it's food. Or do not, ooh, don't go this way. Let's just get all of this stuff off and hopefully she doesn't try and bite my finger. But yeah, so these guys are nicknamed the landmine of South Africa, and you can see why with how fast her strike was at one female puff adder, but this one doesn't really like to strike out like that. Let's open this fully so I can get a bit of a better angle. But there we go, now she'll take it. She's super, super weird with food. Like, she just takes a slow bite when she just recognizes that it's food. Or she just like kisses it like this, trying to make love to it. She would absolutely suck in the wild. A rat would run past and I would have to like lick her face before she would strike out. Oh, doesn't like my girlfriend apparently. Or my tongs. See, she's super weird with food. I never know when she's gonna strike out. Actually had an issue with them before with feeding response, because I know that she will always strike out for anything that I put in front of her, and she's usually very weird, and my boom song is absolutely enjoying the weather that we're having. Again, it's just going into spring, so there's very warm weather coming up, and he has the heating light, so it's time to get these guys up to proper size, hopefully to prepare for the next winter with our load shedding fucking issues. But yeah, you're looking hungry again. You didn't want your food, so you get to suffer through it. But yeah, I'm just gonna sit here, wait till they finish eating, fill up their water. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today's episode. As always, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.